Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder.
What is going on, everybody? We are going to be discussing kind of a hard topic today. We're going to talk about a little bit about what's going on right now. And I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to give you some, listen, if you listen to this podcast, at the end of the podcast, I'm going to give you some actionable steps to make it better. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. I'm talking to a lot of business owners right now who are struggling, having a down year. They were expecting to have a great year with the transition of a business-minded president. But let me just tell you, you're not alone. You are not alone. Things aren't great in a lot of places. I'm talking to business owners in the trades every day, and a lot of people are struggling a little bit. And there's multiple reasons. Let's talk a little bit about the garage door industry. I'm hearing all the time about new businesses starting. Garage door companies are reaching out to me, or people who are trying to start their garage door company reaching out to me right now constantly. I'm getting a lot of people wanting tips and tricks on starting a garage door company. The barrier is just so low, and I don't care how you look at it. If they are doing any installs at all, they're taking a little piece of the pie. When you have dozens of those in a market every 6 months, the pie just gets split in more ways. And historically, that starts to chip away a little bit of the bigger companies and the medium size. Customers in general right now are tightening their budgets and prolonging things and putting things off. So new door sales may be down. Repairs are probably where you need to focus your attention if you are experiencing that and customers are beating you up and grinding you on, prices of new doors. You cannot rely on PPC and SEO alone. I know I've mentioned this quite a few times over the last year. I have people that sign up with Markenuity for SEO and think that that is the solution to all of their lead gen, sales, booking, and revenue problems. It is not. I can't be more clear that it is not. It is not the solution. It is a solution. Pay-per-click is a solution. As a matter of fact, I think I've even mentioned earlier that I'm no longer even doing AdWords. I've pulled out 95% of the money that I'll spend on AdWords and put it in radio. We need to take a cold, hard look, because I feel like when I talk to people, we have a bunch of internal inefficiencies and bloated overhead that isn't necessarily needed. And I think we need to evaluate what we're looking at there. Are you spending money on things that you shouldn't be spending them on? Subscriptions you're not using or whatever? Are you watching your money closely? It's very important that you do. I'm also seeing a lot of owner burnout. And when I'm asking about also owner burnout, I'm also seeing just a lack of development of other leaders within an organization. And if you've been following this podcast, I don't know what's going on in your brain. If you have been following me for a year or so and you have not started developing leaders for your company, because that's been like the one thing I told you has been the biggest game changer for me. If y'all recall, I told you I went to Costa Rica. I spent a couple hours in a VIP session with John Maxwell, where it was a small group of business owners. We all got to listen to him speak and then ask questions. And he gave me the idea of implementing books and creating a leadership intensive and having, 4 people from each business be a part of it and developing those people. And we have had, that's probably been one of the biggest impacts of any action that I've made in my business, is developing other business leaders, so I don't have to be the guy, or Josh doesn't have to be the guy, or Austin doesn't have to be the guy. So all my businesses now have really good leadership, and we all process things similarly, because for the past 2 years, we've been reading the same books and talking about them. So essentially, we read a chapter, we come together, we talk about that chapter, our takeaways, how we view things, and then we do it again. And we just keep doing that until we're done with the book, and then we do another one. So what's working right now? Let's talk about that. Um, I think we need to focus on our phones book rate. We need to focus on our sales team close rate. Those two things need to be a primary focus. We need to be investing in brand over leads, because I think brand is now. I don't think it's a future. I think it's been a thing. I think what I've learned over the last probably 4 years is that brand plays a major role in SEO, major role in a lot of things, but it is the new SEO. Like, building brand in your area is the SEO. That is the hack. And it helps SEO. Google loves when people are searching you out by name. So you can do showrooms, you can create video content. Oh, speaking of video content, you got to check out you do a search in Google for Garage Door Safety Month. I am highlighted in the AI overview. I think you got to click more, but I did a video last year on it, and it's actually being featured in the AI overview, which I thought was pretty cool. Takes you like 30 seconds, minute and a half to create video. I know, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I freaking hate it with a passion. Like, I hate creating video content. I don't mind doing this podcast because I love it, but there's nothing worse than me getting in front of a camera and trying to say something. I feel like the camera never lies about authenticity, and you're like trying to be as authentic as possible, and sometimes you try too hard and it comes off on camera. It's weird. I don't know. Like, if that's not a imposter syndrome thing, I don't know what is, but I guess you just got to feel comfortable in your own skin in front of a camera, to where you can just be yourself and be loose and have fun with it. Blocking and tackling with networking, hitting up builders, designers, interior designers. We do really well with those. Community organizations like your chambers or your business alliances, things like that. We're having a lot of success with that. Builders association meetings. I mean, we're hitting them up. We've divided up our team, and everyone goes to different ones. So really excited about that. Leveraging AI. So I'm investing a lot of money right now in AI, like a lot, tens of thousands of dollars. We are building out some solutions that I feel like are going to make for a great customer experience, but also help us, get better internally, and hopefully help us with profit margin, and we're going to reinvest that money in other areas. So super excited about that. If you haven't checked out last week yet, I did, I had AI write and produce my podcast. So something to check out there. It was interesting, short and sweet, but I just wanted to have fun with it and let you guys see a little bit about how far we've come just in a short amount of time with AI. And I've got people who are cloning themselves in video, and I'm working on that myself. So I'm going to be working on cloning, and I've cloned my voice, although it's not perfect. I'm still working on some things. But once I tune that and I get it 100%, you will not be able to tell if it's me or not. It's freaking crazy.
Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your Stealth Hardware Kit at Service Spring, do a search for quiet hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you, it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
All right. So, what are 3 things you could do this month? Like right now, what are some action steps? I've got some for you. You can audit your pricing and margins on your top products. So, let's take spring changes, for example, door sales. I would go in and make sure that you are making exactly what you think you should be making. I'm going to give you some pointers on things that I think are good. When we're looking at your pricing for your margin on new doors, I really like labor and material gross profit to be somewhere in the 40 to 45% range. I feel like that is a really good range as long as your end result on your install lines up with what you sold it as. So if you're very inefficient in the field and it takes you longer and cost you more money or whatever, then you need to compensate for that in your sales process so that you're not getting eaten up where labor is eaten into your profit. And so garage doors, material installs, I try to shoot for 45 to 50%, but I think 40 to 45 is a good number. On service, now this is historical. Like I've talked to a lot of different service companies and a lot of different industries. So like repair service should be in or around that 70% gross profit range. I really like that number because although you're not going to make a ton of revenue off the service, it is valuable to make sure that you are making profit because this is going to be the lifeline of your business for cash flow. So 60 to 70% is where you want to be in range of your gross profit for service. So make sure that you've aligned all of those and that you're in place. Pull your team into a room this month and ask them what's broken. Like ask them if there's anything going on that needs to be fixed that will help them be more efficient or be able to sell better or install quicker or safer or whatever. But if you do like a what's broken session with them, I think you'll come up with a bunch of things that are a priority. And I would take the top one and try to knock it out immediately. You don't have to do all this. Like you can have your team help you with these things. Just empower them to do it and don't feel like all these things that they're telling you are going to be like a complaint towards you. You're asking a simple question. Hopefully, you get a simple answer. And then it's easy for business owners to get offended or butthurt. Listen, don't get butthurt. Just accept it as constructive criticism and then try to fix it. And then don't take it all on yourself. That's all I got to say. Then make an effort to record 3 customer testimonials and then run some Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube short videos off of that. That's a very simple 3 things that you can do this month that don't cost a lot to do, easy to do. Customers, if they love you, get them to record the video. They can do a selfie video if you want to simplify it, or you can hire a local videographer to go out and do something really simple with that. You could go out and record with your phone, whatever. just get those videos, get quality audio, make sure that you're getting good audio though. And you can do some post-production, or you can just, I mean, there's so much stuff in AI right now that I think you could probably throw it in there and make it happen. But CapCut's a good one if you want to do some like quick edits and some, captions and whatever. All right, so moving on. I want to talk about mindset. So we just gave you 3 things that you can do this month that I think would move the needle and help you. But let's talk about mindset for a business owner, because when things are frustrating like they are sometimes, we make fear-driven decisions. And so I want to encourage you to play to win, not play not to lose. So I see a lot of business owners right now a little bit afraid, pulling back and playing not to lose. Let's not do that. Let's play to win. Now, be financially responsible. That doesn't mean go out and bet all the chips on the house, right? But what it does mean is that fear can sometimes cripple us and it slows down decision making. And so I would tell you that we got to be aggressive and we got to stay on the front side. Lead your team with excitement. And even though this might not be like the best year or whatever, or maybe you're going through a lot of stress or frustration, I would tell you this: it's better if you look cool while you're doing it than if you look like you're about to cry. So I know from experience, don't tell anybody. All right. Um, the riskiest thing is just not doing anything. That's the worst. Final thoughts. I want you guys to look inward and outward. What can you improve on yourself? That is self-awareness. Take that and just spend some time alone today, tomorrow, Saturday, whatever, for like 30, 45 minutes, and just think about the last week and what you did really well and what you did that you could improve on, and decisions that you regret making and the decisions that you really liked making, and make some decisions on things that you've been postponing. I think those things are really cool. And we reflect a lot of stuff like this in GDU. If you ever have interest, you can hit me up and we can chat about it. It's probably the best thing in the garage door industry. I believe, our members believe, we're growing, we're always adding new people. And every time we add somebody, they bring a unique dynamic to the group that makes it better. And I love that. And so we don't accept everyone, but if you're ambitious, you're hungry, you're in that, 600,000, 700,000 trying to get to 1 million, you're at 1 million trying to get to 2 million, or you're at 5 million trying to get to 10 million, we have a group for you. And our group literally has anywhere from 4 or 500,000 all the way up to 20 million. And it's pretty special. And we challenge each other. So speaking of challenges, I've got a 1-minute challenge for you. If you are having a bad week or a bad month, last month or this month, I want you as the owner to just take a few minutes and call 1 or 2 customers until you get a hold of somebody. And I want you to ask them why they chose you and what almost made them not choose you. Like, was there a reason why they almost didn't choose you? And why did they choose you? And just get some feedback and ask them how you did. How'd your company do? How's the overall experience? And let them pump you up. And hopefully it's a happy customer and not a bad customer, because my intent with this really is to get you hyped and get you pumped. And sometimes it's just those small little things that move the needle that pump you up and get you excited and push you through another day. So listen, if you're experiencing a hard month or a hard couple months, I just want to encourage you that stay the course. Consistency wins. It's the boring stuff that wins the event, right? And don't make decisions out of fear. Make decisions out of clarity and confidence that you know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, hit me up. We can get you in GDU and you can ask our group if you're making good decisions or not. But with that, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because that's some of the feedback that I've gotten recently. I'm trying to make these podcasts insightful, helpful, but also short and sweet. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next week.